If you're over 60 and waking up more tired than when you went to bed, you're not alone. Many seniors suffer in silence, thinking their poor sleep and stiff joints are just part of aging. But what if one simple cup of tea could change your nights and your mornings? Imagine easing into sleep naturally, staying asleep, and waking up without the aching joints or restless mind. No pills, no side effects, just something warm, calming, and real. Today, you'll discover 6 science-backed teas that have been quietly helping thousands of older adults sleep deeper and wake up pain-free. If even one of these teas helps you feel more rested tomorrow, it's worth it. Subscribe for more senior-friendly wellness tips and let us know in the comments which one you'll try tonight. Your experience might inspire someone else to sleep better too. Chamomile tea has been used for centuries, but for seniors over 60, this gentle flower might hold more power than most people realize. Doctors explain that chamomile contains a natural compound called apigenin. It quietly binds to calming receptors in your brain, the same places that medications often target. The difference? Chamomile does it without the side effects, without the fog, and without the dependency that can come with sleep pills. What makes chamomile so special for older adults is how it helps both the mind and the body relax. As we age, our nervous system becomes more sensitive. Little things that didn't bother us before, like a passing worry or a sudden sound, can now keep us awake. Studies show that chamomile helps quiet the racing thoughts. It lowers mild anxiety. It soothes that restless feeling that often creeps in just when you're trying to sleep. But it's not just about calming down. Seniors often face a second challenge, staying asleep, waking up every 2 or 3 hours, tossing and turning, watching. The clock tick past midnight. Chamomile has shown real promise here too. In one study of older adults with chronic sleep problems, those who drank chamomile tea twice a day reported significantly fewer nighttime wake-ups and longer sleep durations. It's gentle, but powerful. There's also something deeply comforting about the ritual of it. Holding a warm cup in your hands before bed, letting the steam rise, breathing it in slowly. That alone can tell your brain, it's time to rest. When paired with chamomile's natural sleep-enhancing compounds, the result is more than just tea. It becomes a tool for healing, and the benefits don't stop at sleep. Researchers have also observed that chamomile supports digestion, which is another issue that can disturb rest after 60. It reduces bloating, soothes the stomach, and helps prevent that full, uncomfortable feeling that makes lying down harder. Chamomile is also naturally caffeine-free. That means no racing heart, no interrupted melatonin, no stimulation just when you're trying to settle down. Seniors are often more affected by even small amounts of caffeine, and switching from black or green tea to chamomile in the evening can make a world of difference. Some experts even suggest combining chamomile with a consistent bedtime, letting your body expect that moment of quiet. Over time, the brain begins to link the scent, the taste, the warmth, with sleep. That's when it becomes most powerful, not as a one-time fix, but as a nightly anchor. If you're waking up tired or struggling to fall asleep at all, chamomile isn't magic. But it is a safe, affordable, and research-backed step in the right direction. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. Not another pill, not another side effect. Just a small, calm moment that tells your body, you're safe now. You can let go. Start tonight. Boil the water, steep the tea, breathe deeply. This simple cup could be the soft beginning of better nights and brighter mornings. Pain has a way of stealing sleep, especially as we grow older. The quiet hours of the night should bring rest, but for many seniors they bring aching knees, stiff joints, and restless tossing. Doctors have long explained that chronic inflammation plays a hidden role in these nighttime struggles, and this is where ginger-turmeric tea may offer something gentle, natural, and deeply healing. Both ginger and turmeric have been studied extensively for their powerful anti-inflammatory effects. These are not just spices for flavor, they are medicine in their most natural form. Experts explain that the active compounds, curcumin in turmeric and gingerol in ginger, help calm the body's internal inflammation pathways. That means less swelling in the joints, less morning stiffness, and fewer of those subtle pains that make it hard to find a comfortable sleeping position. For seniors, this is especially important. As the cartilage in the joints wears down with age, even light pressure on the hips or back can make resting painful. Night after night, these small discomforts chip away at deep restorative sleep. But ginger-turmeric tea, taken regularly in the evening, can help break that cycle. Studies show that it reduces the markers of inflammation in the blood, and people report sleeping longer and waking up feeling looser, not locked in place. Ginger also helps digestion, another common barrier to peaceful sleep after 60. Many older adults experience bloating or indigestion in the evening, which can make lying down uncomfortable. Ginger works naturally to ease the muscles of the digestive tract, supporting smoother digestion and reducing that heavy feeling that lingers in the belly. Turmeric, meanwhile, supports liver health and overall detoxification, an added bonus for the entire system. Together, ginger and turmeric create a calming warmth that spreads from the inside out. Sipping the tea slowly allows its compounds to enter the bloodstream gently, without shocking the system. Unlike strong medications that can disrupt sleep cycles or carry risks of dependency, this tea works with your body, not against it. Many seniors find that the ritual of preparing it is just as healing as the tea itself. Boiling the water, adding a thin slice of fresh ginger, stirring in a pinch of turmeric, watching the water turn golden. It's a quiet, mindful moment in a world that moves too fast. That calm signals to your body that the day is winding down, and that it's safe to let go. Some doctors suggest adding a little black pepper or a few drops of healthy oil, like olive or coconut, to help your body absorb the curcumin more effectively. But even without that step, the benefits can be felt over time. It's not about a dramatic overnight cure. It's about small, consistent changes that restore your comfort and independence. If you've been waking up sore or spending hours trying to get comfortable, it may be time to lean on nature's wisdom. Ginger-turmeric tea is simple, but in that simplicity there is strength. And sometimes strength is found not in pushing through pain, but in giving your body the care it quietly deserves. It's one thing to be tired at night, and another to actually feel calm enough to fall asleep. For many seniors, the body may slow down, but the mind doesn't always follow. Worries swirl, thoughts race, and even after getting into bed, it can feel like your mind is still wide awake. This is where lemon balm tea has quietly become one of the most trusted natural supports, especially for older adults dealing with nighttime anxiety, emotional tension, or restlessness. Lemon balm, also known as Melissa officinalis, is a member of the mint family. But unlike mint, which can feel sharp or awakening, lemon balm brings a softness, a gentle citrus scent and calming warmth that eases the nervous system without making you groggy. Experts explain that the secret lies in how lemon balm interacts with a neurotransmitter called GABA. GABA is your brain's natural calming signal. It helps slow down nerve activity and tells the body that it's okay to rest. Doctors have observed that after 60, the body's ability to regulate GABA may begin to decline. That's why some older adults feel wired but tired, exhausted in the body, but unable to drift off. Lemon balm helps support healthy GABA activity, soothing the brain without the side effects of sleep medications. It doesn't knock you out. It simply quiets the background noise that often steals peace at bedtime. Studies show that lemon balm tea not only shortens the time it takes to fall asleep, but also reduces night wakings caused by anxiety or muscle tension. Seniors who drink regularly often report fewer racing thoughts, more ease letting go of the day, and a deeper, more emotionally peaceful kind of rest. It's especially helpful for those who've experienced loss, loneliness, or chronic stress, things that can make the heart heavy and the mind unsettled at night. The best part? Lemon balm is incredibly gentle. It's not addictive. It doesn't clash with most medications. And it doesn't cause that foggy feeling in the morning that so many prescription sleep aids do. Instead, you wake up feeling clear, because your brain actually had the chance to rest. The act of drinking the tea itself becomes a part of the healing. Warming your hands around the mug, breathing in the lemony steam, letting each sip slow your breath just a little more. It tells your body, we're safe now, you can rest. That's something every person deserves to feel, especially later in life. Some seniors find it helpful to combine lemon balm with other calming herbs like chamomile or lavender. But on its own, lemon balm is a quiet powerhouse. Its effects are subtle but meaningful. Over time, it trains the body to relax more naturally, without harsh interruptions or artificial sedatives. If bedtime has become a battle, or if your mind has been holding on to worries you can't seem to shake, lemon balm tea might be a step toward peace. Not just sleep, but calm. And in that calm, your body can begin to truly repair and restore. Sometimes healing begins not with a pill, but with a plant, and a promise that your rest matters. Waking up in the middle of the night can feel like the loneliest hour. You glance at the clock, 1:47 a.m. again. You turn, you fluff the pillow, maybe you get up, maybe you don't. But either way, your body feels restless, and your mind won't settle. For many seniors, this broken sleep becomes quiet thief, robbing you of strength, focus, and peace the next day. That's where valerian root tea steps in, not to sedate you, but to guide you gently back into deep, healing sleep. Valerian is a flowering plant that's been used for centuries, but today, researchers are paying close attention to its unique effect on brainwaves during rest. Studies show that valerian supports what's called slow-wave sleep, the kind of sleep where your body does its most important repair work. This is when the brain clears out toxins, muscles fully relax, and hormones for healing are released. Experts explain that after age 60, our ability to reach and maintain deep-wave sleep naturally declines. We become lighter sleepers, more sensitive to noises, and more prone to nighttime wake-ups, sometimes for no obvious reason. That's where valerian's power lies. Instead of making you drowsy like some medications, valerian enhances the quality of the sleep you already get, especially the deeper stages that are harder to reach with age. Doctors have observed that seniors who use valerian tea regularly don't necessarily fall asleep faster, but they stay asleep longer. They experience fewer interruptions, and even when they do wake up briefly, they return to sleep more easily. That difference can mean everything, because 8 hours in bed doesn't always mean 8 hours of rest. What matters most is the depth, and valerian helps you go deeper. Unlike sleeping pills that often come with side effects like grogginess, dizziness, or dependency, valerian tea is natural and gentle. It works slowly, often best after a few nights of regular use, allowing the body to gradually rebuild its rhythm. And that's important, because sleep is not just about closing your eyes. It's about entering a safe, stable place where the body can renew itself. The ritual of drinking valerian tea before bed also tells your nervous system it's time to wind down. It helps you step away from the worries of the day, from the noise of the world, and reconnect with your breath. Some describe the feeling as a soft heaviness, like your body is finally being allowed to rest. Of course, valerian isn't for everyone. Some people may find its earthy taste unusual at first, but many seniors grow to love the grounding feeling. It brings a sense of calm that starts in the chest and slowly moves down into the limbs, like a light blanket being drawn over you. If waking up in the night has become your norm, if you lie in bed wishing you could just stay asleep like you used to, valerian tea may be a kind companion in the dark, one that doesn't silence your body, but helps it remember how to rest naturally, because you deserve that kind of sleep. Not just long, but deep. Not just quiet, but restoring. Tonight, let your body be held by the kind of rest it's been waiting for. Sometimes it's not the mind that keeps you awake at night. It's the belly, that uncomfortable pressure, that gurgling unease, the quiet burning that rises slowly, reminding you of dinner or even lunch. For so many older adults, nighttime digestion becomes a silent saboteur of sleep. You may not even realize it's the reason you're waking up restless. But experts say one simple solution can begin in your evening cup, and it's called peppermint. Tea doctors and researchers have long recognized peppermint as more than just a flavor. Inside its leaves are natural compounds, especially menthol, that gently relax the muscles lining your digestive tract. When those muscles are tense, food moves slower, gas builds, acids rise. But when they're soothed, your stomach and intestines begin to settle, almost like exhaling. Studies show that drinking peppermint tea after dinner or about 30 minutes before bed can significantly ease symptoms of indigestion, especially in people over 60. At this age, our digestion naturally slows down. The valve that separates the stomach from the throat can also weaken, allowing acids to creep back up and disturb sleep, sometimes even causing coughing, tightness, or just a vague sense of discomfort. Peppermint tea calms those spasms. It helps the body return to its natural rhythm. Experts explain that peppermint doesn't just soothe the stomach, it may also relax the nervous system slightly, giving your whole body permission to settle. It's not a sedative. It won't knock you out, but it quiets the noise in the background, especially the physical signals that keep the body alert, even when the mind is tired. For many seniors, restless sleep isn't about anxiety or racing thoughts. It's about discomfort, bloating, nausea, that dull nagging pain in the gut. You may not even mention it because you've learned to live with it. But living with it isn't necessary. Not when something as simple and gentle as peppermint tea can begin to make a difference. It's important to know that peppermint works best when used consistently. 1 cup might help, but drinking it regularly after your last meal creates a kind of message to the body. Digestion is done, and rest may begin. This nightly ritual helps train your system to wind down in harmony. Doctors have observed that many older adults report fewer nighttime awakenings and a deeper sense of comfort when peppermint becomes part of their routine. And that's not just about falling asleep faster, it's about staying asleep longer. The kind of rest that restores energy, calms inflammation, and allows your body to feel ready in the morning. Even the scent of peppermint has been shown to support relaxation. It gently opens the airways and cools the senses. That first sip is more than refreshing. It's reassuring. It tells your body that safety is near, that digestion is easing, and that sleep is coming soon. So if you've been waking up with stomach discomfort, if you toss and turn trying to find a position that settles things, try letting peppermint do what it's always done. Quiet the storm inside. Because real rest begins not just in the mind, but in the gut too. You deserve that calm. You deserve to sleep without interruption. Tonight, pour yourself a cup of something ancient, trusted, and healing. Let your body finally exhale. Some nights you fall asleep just fine. But then it happens, you wake up. Once, twice, maybe 3 times. And when the sun rises, you don't feel rested. Your eyes opened and closed all night. But your body never truly settled. For many seniors, this is a familiar and frustrating rhythm. Light, broken sleep that leaves the heart tired and the mind cloudy. But experts have been studying something gentle and powerful that may help bring deeper, uninterrupted rest. Passion flower tea. Doctors have observed that passion flower is more than a calming herb. Inside its delicate purple blossoms are compounds that support a specific brain chemical called GABA. GABA acts like a natural brake system in the brain. It slows down racing thoughts, quiets nervous energy, and helps the brain shift into a peaceful, sleepy state. That's why researchers believe passion flower may improve both the length and the quality of sleep, especially REM sleep, the stage most critical for memory, healing, and emotional balance. In older adults, REM sleep often becomes shorter or harder to maintain. The result? You may drift off but wake feeling strangely unrestored. You might remember strange dreams or feel overly alert during the night. Passion flower doesn't sedate the body. It nurtures the mind's ability to stay in a restful cycle longer. That means not just falling asleep, but staying asleep. Studies show that drinking a cup of passion flower tea about an hour before bed can improve sleep satisfaction and total sleep time without grogginess the next morning. That's especially important for seniors who are sensitive to stronger sleep aids or medications. Passion flower works in sync with your body's natural clock, not against it. Experts also explain that passion flower is particularly helpful for people who carry their stress into the night. You may not feel anxious, but a racing heart, restless legs, or recurring thoughts can signal that your nervous system hasn't settled. Passion flower gently eases that edge, allowing the brain and body to align in rest. What makes this tea even more special is its emotional gentleness. It doesn't push you into sleep, it invites you. Each sip sends a signal. It's okay to rest. It's safe to let go. For seniors who've experienced trauma, loss, or worry, this quiet permission to relax is often the missing key to deeper rest. Doctors remind us that improving sleep isn't just about feeling better in the morning. It's about protecting your heart, your memory, and your ability to stay strong and mobile. Sleep is where healing happens, and passion flower tea supports that process naturally. If your nights have become more about waiting for rest than receiving it, if you feel like you're always half awake even when the lights are off, this gentle flower might be the gift your body's been waiting for. So tonight, consider brewing a warm, calming cup. Let the scent rise slowly. Let the warmth fill you. And trust that nature, when allowed, can do what it was always meant to help you heal in peace, because you deserve to sleep deeply. You deserve to wake up truly rested. And sometimes the most powerful solutions begin with something as simple as a flower.